Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, Mariah's Moods. And in this video, I'm going to take you along with me as I set up for the new month, which is April. Today is officially April 1st, so I'm going to go ahead and plan my month. I guess this video will be kind of like a reset or like a monthly get your life together video. So during this video, I will set up my monthly TBR that I'm going to try and follow. I will meal plan for my family for the month, and I will do some grocery shopping and set some monthly goals in my personal planner. So I thought it'd be fun to take you guys along as I reset for the month of April. Okay, so I thought it would be a good idea to go ahead and start off with my April TBR. Now, I am a moody reader, hence the name of my channel. So I was taking a look at my reading journal and I realized that there's quite a few challenges that I just have not been following this year so far. At the beginning of the year, I set 3 main challenges for myself. I decided I was going to follow along with the Buzzword reading challenge that is hosted by Kayla from Books and Lala. I also created a bingo or a books bingo board for myself, hoping to get as many bingos, if not a blackout, by the end of the year. And I set up the A to Z reading challenge where you essentially read a book that starts with each letter of the alphabet. So I've been tracking them, but I'm kind of all over the place and I've missed a couple of challenges. And so this month I really want to pick some books that will help me fulfill some of these prompts. Without further ado, let's talk about the books that I've pulled to read this month, and hopefully my mood allows me to actually read them. Let's go ahead and talk about 2 books that I will be reading through the month of April but probably won't finish, and that is Empire Storms and Tower of Dawn by Sarah J. Maas. My book club that I meet weekly in person, we are currently tandem reading these, but we like to take it slow. So I probably won't finish it by the end of April. We'll probably finish it in the beginning of May, but I will be actively reading these throughout the month. From there, like I said, I took a look at some challenges that I set for myself in my notebook, and I decided to choose some books that will fulfill these challenges. So let's start off with the Buzzword challenge hosted by Kayla from Books and Lala. I did not complete the February challenge. So in February, the buzzword was verb. So I decided to fulfill this prompt, I will be reading River Sing Me Home by Eleanor Schreer. First of all, this cover is glorious. Like, it's just absolutely stunning. The bright colors, the birds. I've had this since February, which I should have just read it. It was my February book of the month pick. For whatever reason, I just didn't get to it. So I'm choosing this one because of the verb sing. So this is following Rachel, and in the beginning, Rachel is a slave on a plantation in Barbados. And then in 1834, they declare slavery illegal and they are emancipated. Unfortunately, her owner has said that even though they are free, they cannot leave and they must continue to work for him for another 6 years. Now, Rachel has had 5 children who have either been sold off or separated from her, so I believe she decides to run and flee and try and reconnect with her children. This book sounds like it's going to wreck me, like absolutely wreck me. I can't remember the last time I cried in a book, and I think I'm overdue with that. It takes a lot to get me to cry from a book, but I'm just ready for it. I need it, and I'm so excited and I want to read this like now. So continuing on with the Buzzword challenge, the challenge word for April is emotions. So I decided to pick up Highly Suspicious and Unfairly Cute by Talia Hibbert. I actually just started this. I'm only 108 pages through, so not quite halfway, but pretty close. So this is Talia Hibbert's first YA romance. I've read several of her adult romances and really enjoyed them, so I was very excited to pick up her YA romance. Again, adorable cover, adorable. So this is following 2 high schoolers. We have Celine and Bradley. Celine is a TikTok conspiracy content creator, and Bradley is a pretty popular football player, and he does have OCD, so there's some OCD representation in this, which is really, really nice. But it's following the two of them. They were best friends growing up, and then a few years ago, they just kind of went separate ways and have become rivals. Celine is very, very driven. She signs up to participate in this two-part wilderness survival competition. And Bradley decides to do the same. Lo and behold, they end up having to pair up with each other and I guess work together in order to win this competition, which results in a huge scholarship as well as meet and greets with some pretty important people for their potential careers. So this so far has been wonderful, and I cannot wait to continue on with this. I decided to pick this up for emotions because I feel like unfairly, I mean, that technically feels like an emotion, right? Like if something, you feel like something is unfair. So I'm gonna say that it works, and I am really excited to continue on with this one. Okay, so from there, I wanted to move on to some prompts in my book bingo. I'm really close to getting bingo in a couple of different spots, so I've chosen 2 books from the bingo that will set me up for success. So the first prompt that I'm going to try and accomplish for book bingo is a book with a number in the title, so I decided to pick up Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Listen, I understand I'm late. I understand that I am late. I know that there's so many people that love this book. I know that there is now like an Amazon Prime, or I think it's either Amazon or Hulu has picked it up for a show, and I think they have like the first season out. I love the vibes. I've watched the trailer and I'm really excited to follow this. I have only read one other Taylor Jenkins Reid novel. I read The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, and I liked it. It was really great. I think I gave it, did I give it 5 stars? Daisy Jones and the Six feels like more of my vibe. So this is following Daisy. Daisy is a young woman that's just kind of making her way around the Sunset Strip, partying. As she gets older, her voice becomes more and more noticed, and she becomes a professional singer. On the other hand, there is a band called The Six who is getting some more notoriety, and a producer realizes that they would be really successful if Daisy joins The Six. And so this, I think, kind of follows the rise and possible fall of the band. This is set in the late 60s, early 70s, so it's definitely just giving me all the vibes, all the vibes. I've heard that it is not maybe based, but Fleetwood Mac is definitely influencing this story, which I love. One of my favorite movies of all time is Almost Famous with Kate Hudson, so that 70s rock and roll, it's just, I'm here for it. So the next bingo prompt that I want to try and accomplish this month is the one that says that the novel is set in a different country. So to fulfill this prompt, I have picked up Road of Bones by Christopher Golden. Another stunning cover. This is following Teague. Teague is documentary director, producer, living in Siberia. So in this region of Siberia, there is something called the Road of Bones. This is just this kind of eerie road where I think people kind of travel on and they don't really come back. So Teague has decided that he is going to document his journey along the Road of Bones. But it says that he runs into this catatonic 9-year-old who's by herself and some wolves that are way smarter than they should be. And things go a little weird. I'm really excited and intrigued to read this. It's very short, so I think I could get through it pretty quickly, and I'm really wanting like a thriller horror and like a cold, cozy thriller horror. And it's April, it's still snowing in Colorado, so I definitely want to get this done before full-on spring comes. So the last book on my TBR this month that I want to hopefully get to will help me fulfill one of the letters in my alphabet A to Z reading challenge, and that is The Final Empire by Brandon Sanderson. I have had this book on my shelf for an embarrassingly long period of time. Like, I'm talking years. I have the entire first like Mistborn series. I still really don't know where to go and where to start with Brandon Sanderson. I have been wanting to read Brandon Sanderson for so long, but at this point I feel like I might have like psyched myself out a bit. So it's definitely become like an intimidating read, but I think it's time to just finally at least get one of them done. Very confused about what this is about. I believe it's set in this world where like everything is just like destroyed. Like it's just like raining ash. And there's this magical system, I think that is like connected to maybe metals. And there's this Lord Ruler guy who is just apparently evil, and I think there is just like this scheme to take something from him or possibly overthrow him. Again, I don't know, but really when it comes to this, I don't want to know a lot going forward. I want to be surprised. I want to learn as I'm reading. So it is a chunker. So I don't know if I'll finish it in the month of April, but I'm hoping that I can at least get started. Okay, so this is the monthly TBR. Hopefully I can get through at least the top portion. Like I said, I know I won't finish the Throne of Glass books this month, but I'll be working on them this month, but I'm hoping to at least finish these other 5 books by the end of April. So we're gonna go ahead and move over, add these to my TBR shelf, and then it is time to meal plan for the month of April. So come along with me and we will continue resetting for the month of April. Alright, so welcome back. We are currently sitting at my desk and we're going to go ahead and start meal planning for the month. So something that I have started doing in the last probably 4 or 5 years is mapping out our dinners for the entire month at the beginning of the month. This process has helped me so much. So I highly recommend this process if you are someone who cooks a lot, or wanting to save some money on your groceries, or if you are just tired of the in and out day-to-day decisions. This is one last thing that you have to think about on a daily basis. You just map it out in the beginning of the month, and then during the week when you're trying to figure out what in the world to eat for dinner, it's already done for you. I used to scramble to figure out what in the world we were going to eat for dinner. I would go to the grocery store and I would just buy random ingredients, and then when it was time for dinner, I would be like, well, what am I going to make out of this? Because none of this makes any sense. Maybe you are not like me and you've already figured out this process and know that that type of shopping does not make sense. But if you're like me and you just kind of go to the grocery store and willy-nilly just pick up what's on the shelf, grab random things, I get home and I'm like, what am I going to make out of this? So this process has helped eliminate a lot of that stress, as well as I've been working all day, and if it's my turn to cook dinner, I don't want to have to think about one more thing. Like, I just want it ready. Now, I will say this, I do not meal prep ahead of time. I won't cook these meals, throw them in the freezer, and like eat them later. I'm cooking the day that we're eating them. At least the decision of what I'm going to cook is already taken care of. For my family, I'm the one primarily that makes the meals, and it's not like some like gender role thing in my house. Like that's not how it is. It's literally, if we want to eat something that is consumable and taste semi-edible, I have to be the one to make it. We're gonna go ahead and move over to my workspace, and I will walk you through how I meal plan for the month and where I go from there, because after I get done doing this, we're gonna run to the grocery store. Now, I do not grocery shop weekly, and I do not grocery shop like once a month. I grocery shop twice a month. I go one per major paycheck. So I will do a big grocery shop on the 1st of the month and another big grocery shop on the 15th of the month. I talked about earlier how this plan helps you save money. when I grocery shop, because I know exactly what I'm cooking on the days that I'm cooking them, I can make a very specific grocery list. So I will only shop for things that I'm going to need for those meals, plus a few just like general staples for the house and like snacks and lunch supplies for my daughter who is in school. So it has helped me save a lot of money, and I'm not wasting as much food because I stick to my calendar. And what is on the calendar is what is made. If we change the calendar, then we're just rearranging meals, or those meals will roll over so that food is not wasted. So like I said, let's go ahead and move to my workspace, and I'm going to change the view so you can see what I'm doing, and I will walk you through the meal planning process for me.
The process is really easy. I just use a basic notebook that I've called home planning, and I grab a list of dinner requests from my family. I start off by numbering every day of the month and also adding the day of the week that corresponds to that day. I'll divide it in half so I know what I need to put on my grocery list, and then I start filling in the dinners that we will have that month. I like to build in leftover nights and takeout nights to make it easier throughout the week. I typically will do more involved meals on the weekends. I'll refer back to my menus from previous months as well as my recipe book.
Okay guys, so that was me going through and just setting up my month. This is just kind of like a rough draft of what I want to cook for that month, or the days that like Marcus may grill or do breakfast for dinner. Now, I am a little bit extra, and the thought of something like this sitting on my refrigerator just doesn't sit well with me. So what I'll do is then go in, and I've created a Google like drawing calendar, and I will just kind of make it all cutesy and put in those meals, because my kids, especially my oldest, and even my husband, likes to know like what's going to be for dinner, and I'm sick of answering that question. So I just put the menu for the entire month on the fridge. So I went ahead and did that, went ahead and printed it out, and I'm running out of ink. So my blues came out pink, but I kind of have just this monthly calendar, and it's super difficult to see. But you can kind of see the plans there actually on the calendar themselves. April, I kind of just like to do like a fun little icon just for the kids, but it's basically the month and what we are eating for each day. So now I don't have to answer that question of, hey, what's for dinner? Check the calendar. So I'm gonna go ahead and make my grocery list, and me and my oldest daughter are gonna head out to the grocery store, pick up our groceries, put it away, and then when we get back, I am going to show you guys how I just set up my organizational month, go through some of my goals and the planner that I used, and help keep me organized throughout the month. So let's go grocery shopping. Hi guys, welcome back. So we are back from grocery shopping. Honestly, I got hot shopping and putting groceries away. Surprisingly, it's like 50 degrees today. It snowed a few days ago. Mind you, we're moving into April and we're still getting snow, but it was a little bit warmer today. So the turtleneck had to go. Either way, we are back from the grocery store and I am in all of my wrinkly glory. I'm going to sit down and do some goal setting and map out my month of April in my planner. So this is my home planner. This is my second year using it, but you have your daily checklist for your home, your family, and your finances. Was really nice. I'm not gonna go through my finances just for like personal reasons. Like I just feel like that's between me and my husband and no one else, but I will talk about like one financial goal. So this planner is phenomenal. Just like a quick little preview, she gives you some stickers, but there's these like really cool just like general checklists that you might not even think about, like when you're like maybe family's coming or you're having company over, like you can start planning that out, like so you're prepared when people come. With Christmas checklist, if you celebrate Christmas, I really use this. I love to use this vacation checklist. Let's move on to actual April at this point. So each month starts with just some notes, and I really like how this is kind of laid out here. So each month you have this April budget sheet, but like I said, I'm not going to share that just for like personal reasons. That's between me and my husband. But there's also the goal for the month to either donate or throw away 25 items. I try and get this done because homegirl is a hoarder. I can link sentimental value to just about anything and I will hold on to it. I'm working on it, but it is difficult. So I really like doing this, and we are moving into spring. So more than likely a lot of these donated items are going to be clothes that maybe my kids have outgrown, or maybe that I know, listen, I didn't touch it last spring, so I'm probably not going to touch it this spring, and I need to start purging. If you've followed my channel by now, you may know that my husband is in the military. We are getting close to another possible move in 2024, so it is really time to start purging because moving is a bitch. Anyway, so another thing that they suggest is to decide one financial goal for this month. So for the month of April, my financial goal is to try and pay off at least 25% of our credit card. We don't like to have a lot of debt on our credit card, but we do know that it's valuable. So we do use our credit card, but we try and like make like 1 or 2 payments and then pay it off to keep the credit going, right? Eventually we're going to want to buy a home and we need to have credit to do that. So we just came back from our trip from Hawaii, so we put a little more on the card than we usually would. So I definitely want to pay off a bigger chunk this month. And so we kind of worked that out in our April budget. And then it says to plan at least one fun family activity. Now, because we just got back from vacation, our fun family activity for the month is going to be something way low key. So I thought it would be fun to do like a Disney movie night. I saw this Instagram reel where a girl just like randomly, I'll have to find the reel and I'll share her Instagram. She randomly chooses this little envelope that's pre-made, and she like has like a Disney movie and like the menu to go along with it to have like dinner and a movie, and it was like the cutest thing ever. And so we do have some fun cultural meals planned for the month, so I thought it would be fun with tomorrow night when we do the pot stickers and rice to watch Mulan. And then I saw this cute thing on Pinterest, was like candy sushi, where they take like Rice Krispie treats and like licorice and stuff, so maybe we'll do the pot stickers, fried rice, and some candy sushi and watch Mulan. Cool thing about this, guys, is that fun activity could be free. Like, these are things that I'm already going to purchase for dinners and snacks for my kids, and so now we're just going to pull it up on Disney Plus and watch it on the couch and eat dinner. Like, that's something that is so much fun for the kids and also free or already purchased for you. Now, here's the other thing about April, and what I kind of do is I try and have these major cleaning goals for the month. And I usually stick to 4. I want to do at least like 1 per week. Now the cool thing is actually when you like get into like the weekly setup, they do suggest like a cleaning monthly whatever, a weekly cleaning goal, but sometimes that doesn't really fit in with what I want to do. So I kind of like look and see what I want to do, and if it overlaps with any of them, then I'll do it that week that it's already pre-made. If not, then I'll just change it out. So like I said, we are moving into spring. It's getting a lot warmer, and so there's less and less use of our winter clothes and more of our spring clothes. So what I need to do is take the time to organize, go through clothes, declutter areas, and really just I've got some spaces that need some work. And so I've created my 4 monthly cleaning goals. What I want to do is first organize our master closet. Marcus and I's closet is a hot damn mess. Like, between traveling, between just like everyday life of ignoring, like it has just gotten way out of hand. I need to get some more like shelving to like better organize. I need to like figure out our suitcases. Like it's a disaster up there. So that is very high on the priority list, getting that master closet cleaned and organized really. The other thing I want to do is organize the kids' closet. So again, that's going to be going through clothes, figuring out, okay, what fits, what can be passed on to maybe the next kiddo, what needs to be bought when it's time to buy spring, summer / clothes. I need to organize bathroom cabinets, more so again the master bathroom. It's like everywhere in the house gets like all of the attention except for my bedroom and my bathroom and my closet. Finally, and the reason why it's the last on the list is because it's the one that I am least looking forward to because it stresses me the most out. I need to organize our coat closet. That door there. And it happens every time this time of year. The coats coming in and out, the boots, the changes. Oh, we need snow boots. No, we can do regular boots. Now we got to get this. Like also, I had to start homeschooling my 4-year-old because preschool was not working out. So it's like her homeschooling stuff is in there. Like it is just a disaster. It used to be organized, but as we used it, we didn't keep with the system. So I need to figure out a new system. I need to organize that closet because every time I open it, it's like an avalanche of just junk. And I need to fix it for my sanity, but also it stresses me out. It's easier just to keep that door closed and pretend it doesn't exist. Anyway, those are my major cleaning goals for the month of April. If you go like actually into the planner, I'm just gonna flip to a random week. Okay, so the really cool thing about this is we have like these daily cleaning tasks. Now there's some that I don't do. Like I don't set out kitchen towels like every day. It's like every couple of days because really we don't need them to dry things. So I don't want to do all that laundry. I don't think that's necessary. I add like Cheetos medication. My cat's diabetic, so I like to track his medicines on there, making sure he gets both of his doses each day. There's something I cross out. Like, I'm sorry. I'm going to admit it, guys. I don't exercise. I don't have time. I don't have the energy, and it's just like does not sound like a good time. I know I should. But I don't. Like, I don't use that space. But pretty much everything else I do. And then what I really love is if you look at each day, you have like cleaning tasks for each day. And so this is what really sold me on this planner because like I said before, I would literally sit down and say, okay, this is when I'm going to clean each day. This is when blah, blah, blah. Break my house into zones. And so each day was like a zone. So then by the weekend, I really only had to do like minor things here or there, and I wasn't spending my whole entire day just like cleaning my entire house. So I really love that this kind of follows that same model. So like Mondays are like living area days. So like you're dusting your living room, you're vacuuming, like those common places. And I like throw the playroom in with this area. Tuesdays are always like kitchen days, like deep cleaning your kitchen, getting that stuff done. Wednesdays are bathroom days, so I clean out the bathrooms on those days. Thursdays are bedroom days, so really they only have like changed bedroom sheets, but like I deep clean bedrooms on those days. And then Fridays are just kind of like administrative cleaning days. And any other spaces in your home that may not fall under these zones. Saturdays, especially when it's warmer outside, tends to be more like outdoor chores, like with your lawn and whatnot. But even if you don't have like that type of space in your living area, there's other things that you can definitely do. And then Sundays are kind of like weekly kind of built-in resets. Now I make my menu, like I said, throughout the month, so I don't really do that, and I don't grocery shop every single week. But there's like some things like cleaning out my purse is a thing, or I might add some other to-dos on here as well. So that is my planner. That is the breakdown of how I organize my month. If you're interested in this planner, again, this is not sponsored. I just love this planner. It is from the Passionate Penny Pincher. I will put her blog link, or even her shop. I think it's a separate link. I'll put her shop link down below for you if you are interested in that planner. I bought mine, I ordered mine at the end of last year so I could have it ready in January to begin, but it's never too late. And I got the 12-month. I think you can do like an 18-month or even like a school year one, but I just wanted like a straight 12-month all year. January to December, please. So let's go ahead and move over to the comfy couch and we can wrap up this video. All right, friends, welcome back. thank you for sticking with me and following along as I reset for the month of April. I had a great time going through my reading journal, setting up some reading goals and a TBR for the month. Hopefully I'm able to accomplish those goals. I also had a great time mapping out the meals that we will be eating for the month of April, and I hope you enjoyed coming along as I just set up my month in general, just some goals that I want to accomplish for the month, and kind of giving you a tour of my planner. So with that being said, if you enjoyed this video and you had a good time, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments if you would like to see more of this type of kind of everyday setting up content, or if you're more just interested in a TBR. And if you're new to this channel, I would love it if you were to click that subscribe button. If you like bookish and lifestyle content, you are in the right place. I hope you guys are having a wonderful time out there and that your day is full of good moods and good vibes. Catch you guys in the next one. Bye!